So I wanted to show you what happens when Google trawls your website. That's not to say it's going to index it, but every so often Google will see sufficient change on your website that it decides, you know what, I'm going to go back and I'm going to look at everything. Or if not everything, certainly a lot of things. So you can detect that here in the crawl stats, and I'm in Google Search Console, what used to be called Webmaster Tools. And I'm going to look at the crawl stats, and you can see, I'm getting a fair amount of interest here. So Google comes to my site every day, and on average, a couple of thousand or 1,000 or 1,500. And over here, you'll see it go whop, and it's gone from 1,169 pages crawled to 14,997. So basically it's decided there's sufficient change on my website that it's going to go back and it's going to look at the entire website again, and it's going to look at all the links, all the pages, and basically try and make some more sense of how the thing hangs together. So if you're fresh to SEO, this is probably what you'll see. Nothing very much happening, and this has been going on for a few months here. And as you add content and as you change content and you keep changing the website, at some point Google's going to go, you know what, I'm going to go back and look at all of it, and up it'll go. And you can see it's basically gone and got the whole site here. If I go back to the dashboard, you'll see the index. This is what's actually indexed. And the difference between trawling and index is trawling is Google will go back and visit your website and analyze it. And indexing is when it will actually show those results. So it can trawl it and show nothing if it chooses to do that. Nobody really understands the algorithm. Nobody really knows how it's going to work. But where you see that spike, that is a good indication that in the short term could be a few days, it could be a week, it could be a month, depending on the activity on your website. In my case, in my website, it's a few days, typically sort of less than 7 days. So after this big spike here, you should start seeing activity appearing in the index. So the work that you've done will start being reflected when you actually go to Google things. You can then use the tool SEMrush to track the keywords, and you'll see they'll start at position 100 or something like that, and then they'll go to 60, 70, 80, whatever, and then they'll sit there for a week or two, then they'll go to 30 and they'll sit there for a week or two. But you'll see a slow upward increase in your or a decrease in your rankings. You'll see the position going up and up and up, and those terms going higher and higher and higher up the ranking as time goes by. So yeah, just keep an eye out for this spike. When you see the spike, good stuff is starting to happen. It's gone back, it's took a look. You see it's a couple of days here, it's done it, 1 day, 2 days. And when you change your content regularly, you'll probably see that spike maybe once a month. In my case, it tends to be smaller. It's sort of 8 to 12,000 normally, so that's a pretty big one. But I've made a lot of changes to the site. So just keep an eye out for that. Then use a tool like SEMrush to monitor your positions, and you should start to see your terms appearing in the index and those positions getting higher and higher and higher up to position 1. Anything position 10 or less is page 1 of the index. That's what you're aiming for, getting the top 10. As soon as you get keywords in the top 10, you'll start to see traffic from those keywords, you'll start to see conversions from those keywords, and you'll start to see money coming in from the work that you've done.